Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Thanks for coming back again. Today I'm going to be working on something. I've been making tags and pockets for the Happy Journal, the Happy Junk Journal, which are our latest project. I was going to start sewing in the signatures, and then I got sidetracked, so I figured while I'm making these I might as well record it. So these, I'm calling these a memory tag. I really like this idea. Now here are two that I've got done. This is more like a large library pocket, only I don't have the flaps folded over on the outside, they're on the inside. But it's taller than a regular library pocket. And inside I've made this tag. And this tag opens up all the way. So we actually have, this is the original front. Now this part I want to save for decorating. I want to add a photo or some journaling about the occasion. But I figure for every occasion that I have, gathering, a holiday or whatever, my family likes to write little notes and doodles about the day, which I love. So I figured I'll pass out one of these or two and just have them write whatever they're thinking of that day. I'll make it later on in the day so they have some memories to write on there from the day, a good laugh or a joke or a good memory. So I figure I'm gonna leave this little note on this so that they don't write on this section. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you turn it over and you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 areas to fill up with whatever they want to write. And I'm thinking years to come, because I know now I have a lot of little bits and pieces of paper and sticky notes, things that they've written down, and I've kept them in. I have what used to be called, what we used to make, which seems to me to be a junk journal, was a smash journal. So I have 2 of those, and in there are those bits of paper, and it's just funny to read them. So I'm thinking in the future these are going to be great. So if I hand out 1 or 2 of these, and every time we all get together, we'll end up with a good collection. So these are very easy to make. I'm going to show you how I made these pockets. Now I made these 2. I've added a little hinge on it so that it actually won't take up the whole page. I'm going to glue this onto the page, this hinge, towards the inner fold. And this way it'll be there, but it'll move out of the way and I'll still have the whole page to decorate or journal on. It's not taking up pages. So that's sort of how I'm going to use them. You don't have to put a hinge on it. You can just glue it down on 3 sides and use the back also as a pocket for another large tag. You can use it glued onto your page or with a little hinge, which is what I plan on doing. And this one also, same idea. I put the little hinge on this one. And this is the same type tag. I tried making a little label to explain. This is a memory tag. Please write a favorite memory of this day. So that'll get them going, a little prompt. And I think they're going to enjoy these in the future. Okay, so let me show you how I made these. This one goes in here. A little sticky note on it. So I have these 2 I set up. Now you can use double-sided paper, works out easiest, but you can use single-sided. This one I used single-sided paper, and then I just collaged on the upper portion. That's all you're going to see. And then the tag will fit inside. we'll glue it and I'll put in the tag. This one I made this tag out of a blue dyed paper. And this one, on these I just did regular tag corners diagonal. And then on this one I did rounded tags. I mean rounded corners with my corner rounder. When you open it up, there's just a smaller little opening in the middle. But same amount of room. Just a matter of what you like, rounded or diagonal. So this one I made, this is my template actually. I'm not going to glue this one. Made a little template. There's this piece of paper that I was using was not a full sheet. It was scrap. So it went up high on one side and was short on the other side. So I drew it out on my paper. And now all I have to do is roughly, doesn't have to be perfect, trace around it, and I'll have my pocket. So then, that'll be this one. This one I just took, I started out with an 11-inch sheet, and I cut it at, I know I have it here, it's buried somewhere. Here it is. Okay, the width is, say 4 inches. Cut it at 4 inches wide, the whole strip. And this is 11 inches tall. So any 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper will work. Take the 11-inch side, cut it at, what did I say? 4 inches. So 4 inches wide by 11 inches high. And then what you do is, this is not double-sided. You fold up the end that you want to be the front of your pocket. You fold over these sides. And then you open it out and you trim the side off here up to where your pocket's going to end. You'll trim off this edge and this edge, and then you do the same on this lower portion. Trim off this side and this side. I just gave it a little angle so there's less bulk when you're putting in your tag. So you've trimmed off the sides on this piece and this upper piece. And then I folded this back because I want to glue this down, make it a little bit more stable. It's copy paper. And you can, if you want, on the front of it also fold over 1/4 of an inch and glue it. Make it a little bit sturdier at the top. But I'm not going to do that on this one. I'm going to show you how I'm going to glue this one. So it's 11 by 4. Trim off this excess and this excess along the fold lines, angle them. Well, actually I didn't even angle these. And then I cut a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to glue this up here. This is the only part that's going to show out of the top of the pocket. I'm going to glue that down and get the glue ball. And I hope it's working. Put some glue on this. Please cooperate. There we go. Not a lot because this is copy paper. You can make these out of cardstock or heavier paper. They'll work just fine. I just happen to use these scraps of copy paper. Printed copy paper. Just putting glue all around the edges. A little down the center. You don't need a lot. I'm just holding it on there. Okay, let's put this up at the top. Get this shape right. That's good. Place that down. My little fold over on the back, I'm going to glue this down. This is just going to make it a little bit stiffer at the top of the pocket. won't be so fragile. Glue is not cooperating. Okay. I'm not putting a lot. Like I said, this is copy paper. You don't want to soak copy paper. Fold that over, press it down. Now when that dries, the glue will harden a little bit and make it a little harder at the top. The top of our pocket will be a little sturdier. Okay, now I have these two sides folded in. I got the glue along these two sides. Okay. Come on, glue. And I have to get my other glue bottle. Now it's working. Very slowly, but it's working. Which is better, I won't soak my paper. But it takes a little longer. Just one side. You want to try to get glue on this whole thing because you want it to hold onto the pocket. This way when you slide in your tag, it won't get in the way. Bring that up, press it down. Good press. Make sure it's open on the inside. What happened? I guess I'm still recording. I don't see anything on my screen. Alright, I'm going to keep going. If it didn't work, I'll repeat. Okay, so that one is glued down. I don't know if you can see anything because I can't tell. But see inside of the pocket, these little flaps are glued to the top of the pocket. This way they won't get in the way when you put something in there. And here's my tag. Slides right down into the pocket. And there I have it. Now if I was going to put a hinge on this, I would cut a little piece of paper about a ½ inch wide, fold it in half evenly and give it a good crease. Then I would glue it onto the back, like this one. You put the glue on one side of it, put the glued edge down, put the fold on the outside, so that it looks like this. And you press it down well, and you'll have your hinge on your pocket. And then I would write my little note explaining not to use this side. And on one of them I tried making these little tags. I think I'm going to try again on this one, using cardstock. I only put them on copy paper. I'm going to try making them out of cardstock. And I hung them by a little thread. You can't poke it through the tag or you won't be able to open up your tag. So I hung it on a piece of thread, glued to the top and glued to the little tag. And I think that looks pretty good. I made them up on you could do them on a word processor. And just cut them out like tags. So I'm going to try making them out of cardstock. So that's this first pocket. The second pocket, like I said, you make yourself a little template. I'll give you some measurements. You need a piece that is 6 3/4 inches wide total by 6 3/4 inches tall. So a square that's 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. And like I said, I was using a hard shaped piece of paper. I just made it fit into what I have. But a square of 6 3/4 by 6 3/4 will work fine. On one side, you turn under your 1/4 inch fold, give it a crease. On this bottom part, you turn over the 1/4 inch and give it a crease. And then you would cut off You only need the flap on one side, so you would cut off this piece of the flap, anchor it in, both ends. And on this side, your front pocket is 4.5. So you cut this down to 4.5 from the top. So measuring from the top, it's 2 inches down. So you cut down here 2 inches, cut across to the end, and you would take out that whole section. And then you would fold this edge over 1/4 inch. So you would have this. This would be your inside. Now this piece also was single-sided paper, so I just collaged some paper onto here. That's the only section that's going to show. And now you fold in all your flaps. The top flap, 1/4 inch. You put glue on there. I don't want to glue this on yet, it's my template. You put glue on here. Fold this over. That makes the top edge a little bit sturdier. Then you would put glue on, fold this up, and put glue here. Fold this in, put glue on here, and then just fold them both over and give them a good press. And you can angle your corners or round your corners, and this would be your pocket or your tag, your memory tag. Fits in there nicely. I wouldn't put these in my book until after they're used, so I keep these on the side. When I have them all filled in, then I would attach it in my book, either with the hinge like I said, or you put glue on 3 sides on the back, glue it down, and then this would be open also for a tag behind here. Tag. So you would actually be able to put another tag behind the pocket, like this. My little tag out of the way. So you'd have 2 pockets. But that's the way you want to use it. If you want to glue it down to your page, and add an extra pocket, an extra tag, I'm sorry. So that's it. I'm calling it a memory tag. I like the idea, and I'll let you know how it works out when the gang all gets together. Thank you for coming. I hope you like this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. That helps me get more views on YouTube, which helps my channel to grow. And if you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is up. That will be when I'm definitely sewing in the signatures to the Happy Journal. We have 3 of them ready to go. 3 signatures. I've marked out my book, so I'm all ready. So I'll be doing that next. So I hope you join me again. Please come back. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.